A very good evening to all. I, Vidhi Jain, a student of Assam Downtown University, welcome you all to the rendezvous serious classical music evening being held today. I am delighted to be a part of this musical evening and looking forward to have a great experience. Now, I welcome my fellow mate Debashri Sharma to speak about Speak Make. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. SPIC MACAY, Society for the Promotion of Indian Classical Music and Culture Among Youth. It is a non political, nationwide voluntary movement founded in 1977 by Dr. Kiran Seth, Professor Emeritus at IIT Delhi, who was awarded the Padma Shri for his contribution to the arts in 2009. SPIC MACAY's intention is to enrich the quality of formal education by increasing awareness about different aspects of Indian heritage and inspiring the young mind to imbibe the values embedded in it. For this, the most accomplished artists of the country render programs of Indian classical music and dance, folk, poetry, theatre, traditional paintings, crafts, and yoga, primarily in schools and colleges. In 2011, Speak Miki was awarded the Rajiv Gandhi Sadbhavna Award in recognition of its contribution to youth development. All these programs are organized by thousands of volunteers, largely students, teachers, housewives, retired people, professionals, young and adult. Speak Miki celebrates Nishkam Seva, the spirit of volunteerism, of giving selflessly without expectation, a value that is intrinsic to our culture and important to nurture in today's world. Peak Mackay is an affirmation of a priceless cultural heritage, the pulsating and dynamic vitality of young people, a solid value based education, the effectiveness of voluntary work. Peak Mackay stands on the shoulders of its four main pillars, together working towards the collective effort of reaching every child and enriching the quality of education, going beyond the barrier of techniques and methods. These four pillars are artists, institutions, volunteers, and supporters. Speak McKay introduced the lecture demonstration format to present Indian classical art forms in a comprehensive manner in front of today's youth, which has given them an understanding of the basics of the classical art forms and done away with the misconception that classical arts are difficult to understand. Thank you. Now, I call upon my fellow mate Debadrita Datta to sorry, call upon Pooja Deka to give a brief introduction of the artist.
Good evening, everyone. Today, I, Pooja Rekas, student of Assam Downtown University, and I'm going to introduce our artist, Vidushi Sangeeta Bandyopadhyay, one of the leading Indian classical vocalists. Indian classical vocalist is an exponent of Lucknow, Patiala, and Indore Gharana, and a rare musician to receive extensive training from Sangeetacharya, Pandit Chinmay Lahiri, Ustad Munawar Ali Khan, and Pandit Kamal Bandyopadhyay. Sangeeta is blessed with a golden voice, reaching more than 3 octaves, with the ultimate soprano and gorgeous tonality. Her knowledge is coupled with aesthetics, perfection, tradition, imagination, and originality. Among her several national and international albums, Khayal from Saregama India Limited was nominated under the Best Indian Classical Vocal Album by the GIMA Awards in 2013. Her song Prayer has been featured in the album The Greatest Songs Ever, India by Petrol. Her jazz numbers, Mother Earth and Morning Mantra, has reached the top 10 chart of world music and world jazz music in 1998 and 2008 respectively. She is the first Indian vocalist to perform at World Women's Vocalists Festival Geneva, Sun D Hyper Festival Paris, Vision Jazz Festival New York, Gong Festival Torino, Beethoven Music Festival Bonn, and LA Vocal Festival Parma. So I would like to over to the technical group to continue their program. Thank you.
Namaskar, this is Shungita Bandopadhyay. I would like to express my wholehearted gratitude to SPIC MACAY for inviting me for today's concert. Accompanying me on tabla, Sri Kaushik Banerjee, on harmonium, Sri Gaurav Chatterjee, and Srimati Shruti Bandopadhyay. We shall be presenting Rag Purya Kalyan. The first part will be Vilambit Ektal, a composition of Pandit Chinmay Lahiri ji. The second part will be a composition in Madhyalay Teen Tal. My next presentation will be a Thumri, a very famous Thumri from Patiala Gharana. Kankara Mare Jaga Gayore, Bamna Ke Chora Re. This Thumri is in Raga Manj Khamaj and set to Kerwa Tal. Thank you.
sa
for this amazing. Thank you, ma'am, for this amazing performance. We feel so blessed to have been able to witness this. Now, I would like to call upon Debabrita Datta to begin with the interactive session.
Good evening, everyone. I am highly obliged to get this wonderful opportunity to interact with our guest artist, Sangeeta Bandyopadhyay ma'am. Welcome you, ma'am.
Namaskar.
Namaskar. Without any further delay, let's proceed to the interaction session. So, Devashri, are you there? Devashri, please go ahead.
Thank you, Debadita. First of all, a very good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Ma'am, my very first question to you is that do you remember your first ever stage performance?
Oh, yes, I do. Fortunately or unfortunately, I really have a very short memory. I can remember many, many things from my childhood. I started singing actually at the age of 5. And since I showed very fast progress. I was kind of allowed to do a children concert at the age of 6 and a half, something like that. So if you go onto my Facebook page, you can find that picture where I'm singing, a very little girl singing with the harmonium. I played the harmonium and sang together, and that too with a tabla accompaniment. So singing and playing harmonium and the tal and everything had gone, simultaneously. So this I could do. I was so keen on doing music since my childhood. My father being one of the greatest tabla maestros of India, so music was always in my house. So I did it. Yeah.
It was so nice to hear that. Did you face any stage fear during your first ever stage performance? Like, did you feel nervous during that time?
Yeah, I mean, in different stages, at different stages of my life, the nervousness, I mean, the cause, the reasons of nervousness was different. Like in my childhood, there was no fear of, making mistakes on stage, it was the fear of okay, I mean, I should be able to do it. Whatever I do, I should be able to do it. And when I really started practicing, quite seriously, I went to these great gurus and all that, then the fear was I should not defame my gurus by singing badly, singing wrong things or something like that. So I had kind of that fright, was always there with me. And at this stage, there is also a stage fright. It's not regarding that I might sing wrong or I might do something wrong on stage. The nervousness is like, okay, it's a big heritage that I'm kind of bringing forward to my younger generation. So there should be absolute honesty associated with that. So I should be able to give the best of my learning, best of my riyaz, my practice, my research. So this is a kind of pride. So this is always associated with an artist. Yeah.
I'm a very shy person when I come on stage. So I want to ask that how to overcome this fear when you perform in front of thousands and hundreds of people.
Actually, if it is a fear, then it's a different thing. There should not be any fear because you are not a machine. Nobody is a machine, and even machine does mistakes. A lot mistakes. But we are not machine, and this is a creative art. You are continuously creating on stage. Indian classical music is based on improvisation. I mean, even if you are in class 1, you start learning how to improvise, and this kind of grows in you. You internalize the power of improvisation, the capability of doing various things with limited resources, and kind of excel, kind of fly in the sky. So mistake happens to everybody, also to the great and greatest of all. And you are bound to fall flat in your eyes every now and then, because you know what you are doing, you know what you are capable of, and you know what you have done. So every time you fall flat in your own eyes, but that is okay. You have to take it, you have to kind of overcome that, and you have to kind of take it as a part and parcel of your life. But you have to keep on improvising, you have to keep on shine or be the best of yourself on the stage. So this has to be the bottom line whenever you are on stage, whatever you do, that I'll try my best. If I'm doing wrong, that's okay with me.
So, thank you very much, ma'am. That's all the questions I had. Now I request Devadita to call the next person who wants to ask the question. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Devalshri. I would like to call Vidhi. Vidhi, are you there? Please go forward with your questions.
Good evening, ma'am. I feel so lucky to interact with you.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure too. Yeah.
What's your inspiration in your journey?
Who is my inspiration in my journey?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, primarily my father, Pandit Shankar Chatterjee, who is one of the greatest tabla maestros of Bengal and India. And then since my father played tabla, you can jolly well understand, he has been accompanying all the greatest musicians of the greatest musicians. And it so happened that all the musicians used to come to our place, and we used to kind of mix up with them like our family members. So the musicians like Ustad Alaraha Khan Sahab, Ustad Vilayat Khan Sahab, Ustad Munawar Ali Khan Sahab, Pandit Chinmay Lahiri, Ustad Ali Ahmed Khan Sahab. All these, there are many other, Indranil Bhattacharya, Nikhil Banerjee. So we mixed up with them like family members. So they all of them, Ustad Zakir Hussain, Pandit Shapan Chaudhary, they all kind of, inspired me, because I was very keen on singing. And I don't know for what reason. Normally it's not happening like that. I used to love practicing. You know, when I was a child, we had big tanpuras at home, and nobody would allow me to play the tanpura for two reasons. One is it was too big; it might fall down and break, and secondly, the strings might break and kind of hurt my eyes. I might get blind at the age of 5, 6 because I don't have any control over the strings. So you know what I did? I used to take the stick of my grandfather. My grandfather was no more at that time, but his stick was kind of, you know, always placed in a very you know, with great reverence. So I used to just pick it up and take it as a tanpura and practice. Like I mean, my playing was practicing music. So you can I can say it's not only one person who inspired me. It was the entire environment which kind of you know, pushed me into music again and again, and there was no looking back. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, and what motivates you in your tough time?
That's a very good question. Obviously, music, because everybody, like everybody, I have also gone through a very hard time. And if I did 1 hour of riyaz, 1 hour of that meditation, for us, riyaz is a meditation. Once we sit for doing riyaz, you know, you can just shut all the other windows and just concentrate in practicing. So that really kind of enlightens you and empowers you with high form of energy. And with that, you can kind of not very easily, but very calmly and very patiently handle your tough times. Best I can tell you. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Now, I would like to call Sangeeta Boro ma'am, Assistant Professor of Assam Downtown University, to deliver the vote of.
A very good evening to one and all.
Good evening.
Excuse me, not so soon. If you have anyone else wants to ask question, they can type in the question in the chat box, or they can go ahead and ask. Ma'am, I have a question to ask you.
Yeah, please. Hello.
Which is the best compliment that you have received from your guru that you would like to cherish?
Oh, that's a great question. Actually, to start with, I would say that Pandit Chinmay Lahiri had been our distant relative. So when I started learning from him, he said, okay, I'm like your dadu, but you can call me whatever you want. So we had a very good relationship. We were, in one hand, relatives, and the other hand, my father's colleague. And when I did the Ganda Bandhan with him in 1981, I was barely 13 years old at that time. And I still have the recording with me. I mean, video recording with me. He asked me to sing some of his bandishes, you know, after the Ganda Bandhan ceremony. And at that time, you know, I was quite, you know, I was not singing outside, and I'm quite shaky and a little child, but very much interested in music. Then I started kind of singing whatever he taught me during, because I started with him like in 1978, and now and I'm talking about 1981. So in this 3 years, I had learned a lot of things from him. So I started singing one after another the bandishes he taught me. And the compliment was from him. I think that is, to me, it is no less than Grammy, Grima, Oscar, Bharat Ratna, whatever you say, that none of my students could sing this standard at this age. So this was really a big, you know, inspiring words for me, and I tried my level best to keep up to that standard.
Thank you so
Didi,
much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Shangita Di, this is
Mhm.
Bonasri.
Yeah.
I want to ask you
Mhm.
that learning means learning singing or any art form. Is
Mhm.
it is, I think myself, it is not mandatory that everybody has to be in a very high position. That is
No, not at all.
destiny, and that is his passions, that might be.
Mhm.
But what do you means? I want to say, I want to ask you that what is your viewpoint to this generation, upcoming generation, that if they learned any type of art form, what helps them? What is how will you suggest to the youth?
Yeah, this is a very good kind of discussion that you would like to enter in. There are many points that I would like to highlight. Not only music, any kind of Indian art forms. First of all the arts, say, starting from music, drama, whatever, dance, they are based on our age-old mythologies, our Puran, our Ved, our Ramayana, Mahabharata, and all these things. Nowadays, with the onset of European, influence and all that, our young generation are getting more attracted to them, to all these things. So if they at least for once in a week go to a master and does this kind of art from, they link themselves to our legacy, our heritage immediately, because any dance form, any classical singing, be it Hindustani or Carnatic, or any painting, or whatever you can conceive, whatever art form, Indian art form we have, they kind of give you a bigger picture of our legacy, of our heritage. This is one thing. The second thing is preoccupation. You have some precious time of your life which is dedicated to something, and where you have to concentrate. That's very important. Because to sing, let me say, only while singing, if you have to sing Indian classical music properly, you have to know that the sargams, the akar, the tal system, and you have to link all these together, and then only you can perform properly. So your brain gets accustomed to do so many things together, and then kind of deliver whatever you want to. And this is a very big thing. And actually, I would also like to say this. I refer this with Gita, that Krishna said, "Nahang tishtami vaikunthe yoginang hridayang nacha mad bhakta yatra gayanti tatra tishtami narada." So this is a great sloka for each and everybody. It's not only singing. The singing associates with perfect breathing. Singing associates with the best possible sound, which is an energy also, which heals your body. If you can sing properly, that means your sound is healing your body. So, and also the third is the rhythmic thing. That our entire system, the entire universe is flowing on a typical rhythm, and if you can connect it, it has a very bigger effect in your life, a greater effect in your life in the long run. And the thirdly, I would say that singing or any art form, they have got a kind of if you're singing or doing whatever, you can connect people so easily. The connection are nowadays, we all know, are being done in different way, which is not always right for the youngsters, for the children. But if somebody can connect people with arts, with sound, with dance, and it gives more pleasure to them. It gives more a greater view of life, a greater meaning of life to the youngsters. So I think it's quite important to associate somebody with Indian art form right from the beginning. I mean, from the early age.
Yeah, that's why the present education system is putting like performing arts as subject has come out, and so it's really we find it it's good for the students.
Very good,
it's
very
really
good
for the students.
And I have, I mean, long time ago, I read from a journal published by WHO that Indian classical music is the best form of brain gym. I mean, if somebody, just take a palta, whatever palta you say. Let me just sing one line for you, just to give an idea. Okay. Say, for example, Sarigama sagari sarigama bari magari gama bada gapa maga. This is on the main scale. Sarigama badani sa sarigama magari sa. Now, if I ask the student, just change the re. Sarigama 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 sagari sa. Can you just imagine the concentration involved in it? Change re and ga. Sarigama sagari sa. Sarigama sagari sarigama bari magari gama bada gapa maga. So this, I mean, kind of gives a lot of kind of, what do you say, healthy growth for the brain, for the upbringing of children, I would say.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
Anyone else wants to ask any question? Ma'am, what other musical forms do you sing other than Hindustani vocal?
I sing Hindustani classical, like Khyal Thumri, Bhajan, Ghazal, and sometimes Shabad, that is Sikh kirtans. And apart from this, I have also studied Bengali kirtan from Chobi Banerjee, Bengali Puratani, I mean, old Bengali songs from Choni Dashmal, folk song from, we had a very famous folk singer who was Poran Bondhu Dash, something like that. And I mean, Bengali always learned Rabindra Sangeet since they're born. And I have also learned a lot from Himanga Roy Chaudhary. And I also did some kind of Bengali Toppa from Chundi Dashmal. So these are the things that I did learn from gurus.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Vidya ma'am, they can start with their vote of thanks from their university.
Yes. I think so.
Sangeeta ma'am, you can start.
I can. Hello.
Okay. A very good evening to one and all. Okay. So it gives me immense pleasure to have witnessed this wonderful performance by Sangeeta Bandhopadhyay ji, and I would like to thank SPIC MACAY for giving us this opportunity to witness such a melody in the form of this Indian classical music. And I would also like to thank the coordinators of SPIC MACAY for taking the pain of arranging this event and providing us the opportunity to host it. Also, my heartfelt thanks to my students for trying their best and beautifully carrying out their duties throughout the event. And nonetheless, I would also like to thank all the audiences for lending their ears for this wonderful concert. Hope all of you loved it. And Sangeeta ji, it was a beautiful experience for us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I
Thank you for your
enjoyed a lot,
performance.
and it was a big pleasure for me to be with
I'll
you
just
and
add one more
to
thing,
get connected
that
with you.
it did not satisfy us much. We want to see offline. That would be
Yes,
more.
yes.
Thank
Really.
you.
We
Isn't
hope to
it,
see you.
Sangeeta?
Yes,
Isn't
yes,
it,
sure.
Sangeeta?
Yes, yes. Coincidentally, our names are also same. Yes, ma'am. We really hope to see many more of your performance, and that's in
Thank you.
offline mode. And we hope to we get an opportunity
Get
to
you-
invite you
get
to our
you in
university
Assam.
someday. Yes, at the Assam
Yeah,
Mountain
yeah.
University.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I had some students from Assam. I had been to Silchar only, but it would be great pleasure to be there. And,
Yes, ma'am.
and Shongit. Okay. Acha, acha, acha. Sorry. Actually, I have a CD, Sangita, Sangita. I'm writing Sangita with double E, and you are writing with the single I. Yeah.
Yes.
And one of the songs, Prayer, from this CD, you just when you were reading out my brochure, the song called Prayer, it was taken as one of the greatest song ever from India, and that had gone together with Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan, Saki, and many other world musicians. So if you want, you can also it's on YouTube. You can listen to it.
Rachita, you want to say something? Rachita. Hello? Rachita, do you want to say something?
No.
Hands. Maybe Vidya ma'am? Vidya ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So we can end our session then?
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Sangeeta. Thank you so much. And thank you, downtown students. We are really appreciate your hard work. And thank you, Sangeeta ma'am, for all your effort. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm so glad that you liked the performance, and I could give you a little bit of happiness.